Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? We are back into the plane of time. Wanted to make sure I hit that this weekend because there's only a couple weeks left of this Fabled content. So I gotta make sure I hit it today, and then I can hit it next weekend, and then the week after that, it's gone. So we only got a couple more opportunities to get some of this loot. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit Plane of Time. We're probably gonna hit a whole bunch of different stuff today, just because if we don't hit it now, we have to wait a year again for it to come back around. I was looking at our calendar here, trying to get a general idea of the events that are all coming forward over the next couple of weeks. And there is, there's a decent amount of stuff on here, but sadly they don't have any EXP bonus weekends. So I am hoping they give us some EXP weekend stuff, some EXP bonus weekend stuff. I mean, we've got like the Corona stuff listed for the time of rain. We've got hardcore heritage stuff that's going to take care of most of this. Looks like the entirety of June is going to be hardcore heritage month. But there's no experience bonus weekend stuff listed. I'm sure we're going to get something for, Memorial Day at the end of May. We're probably going to get something in July. The reason I care so much about the experience bonus content is because now that I am actually spending a lot of time on Mischief, I want that experience bonus for very obvious reasons. I have goals I want to meet. I have AAs I want to get. So it is, I wouldn't say it's imperative that we get some experience bonus stuff, but I just really want us to get some experience bonus stuff. There is a lot of content that I would love to get to go through with experience bonuses. I just want to get as many A's as possible. I want to level up my alt druid on Mischief. It has been a really good time. We have like 12 or 15 different people on Mischief now as well. So we have quite a few different people who have gone ahead and joined the guild. It's been really cool seeing tons of different people come in and want to join the fun. So keep in mind that's still something that you're welcome to come join. If you plan on having an all-access account and you want to hop in and join the fun on Mischief, you are welcome to. I have been thoroughly surprised with how much fun I've been having. Last night I was in a group that we managed. We were in a really good spot in Split Paw, which those of you don't know, Split Paw was redone for Gates of Discord, and it ended up becoming a level 65 plus grind spot. Really, really, really solid experience. But anyways, it ends up being like, 11 to 12 or 13% AA experience per kill. And if you're just killing back to back to back, like I'll get 20 something AAs per session. And that's only playing for a couple hours a night. But we've had a few really good guild groups come through, and we make groups in Split Paw, and we have just been destroying enemies, getting tons of AAs. Here we go. No, fire trial first. No, it's been a really, really good time. And like I said, as much fun as I'm having on my rogue, I want to get my druid leveled up as well. Because if we all end up getting... Wow, it's just that mount that's like that. Whew, that mount was really noisy. Anyways, like if we get enough people, like we've been talking about today, probably around 12 o'clock or so, we're going to go through and we're going to try to hit some raid content. We're going to start with some of the smaller stuff. I know there's some guildies who were hoping to get some epic items in like the Plane of Hate and Plane of Fear. So we're going to have some content coming out on Mischief soon. And honestly, I know I've talked about it in the past, but if there's enough interest, I might end up just live streaming some of the stuff that we do on Mischief. because there's been a lot of people asking to see more stuff on Mischief, because I know the content, like the last 2.5 weeks has all been Fabled stuff, because I've been so excited that it's been out. But that's going to wear off soon, that stuff's going to go away, and we're going to have lots of stuff to hit Mischief as well, so I'll probably start having some more videos coming out for Mischief soon, and that should be a good time. I know it's not going to be, you know, me soloing big bosses and stuff like that, but it'll be groups of people fighting some of the classic bosses. We'll end up having some, you know, some planar bosses and stuff like that that we want to go through and hit as well. So we have quite a bit to look forward to for Mischief. You'll actually see some a little bit more equally challenged content as opposed to just me, you know, destroying a boss that's 60 levels below me. We'll actually be fighting some bosses that are a little bit more equally challenged, which should be fun. Come on, let me through. There we go. Alright, so we've done Undead and Fire, so time for Earth. It's also been really pretty cool because I know I've mentioned this in the past as well. There's been kind of like an influx of newer people coming in and joining in. I don't know if it's just the heightened interest in Mischief because the lack of interest in Jelinek and Veniki servers. But it seems like since a lot of people are planning on sticking with Mischief and Thornblade, a lot more people are coming in and actually joining. This is the first time something like this has ever happened, as far as I know, on a progression server, because never really before has there been more interest in a previous progression server than a new one that was just announced. Yes, there are still a lot of usual people like the gold farmers, chrono farmers, who will go in and join the new server, because that's where they make all their money. But a whole lot more people are interested in playing Mischief because they're so uninterested in Veniki and Jelinek, because Jelinek is just another copy-paste, basic, classic progression server. Veniki is for the hardcore players who can just kind of get off of Mischief and go do their own thing. But, like, even some of the other content creators I've seen have all, for the most part, seem like they're way more interested in Mischief, which I'm totally cool with. Let's keep the population up. It is, I don't know. I'm thoroughly excited with how much attention Mischief seems to be getting, because I don't know. It's an EverQuest player thing. Like, you want to be on a server where there's tons of people to be around. There's constantly group options. Like, as a level 65 DPS, every single day that I've signed in on Mischief, I've immediately gotten an invite from somebody saying, hey, we have space. Do you want to come do this? Like, whether it's split pod, Discord content, I'll just immediately hop in, and it's just immediate interest. Like, hey, without even an LFG sign on, there are people who are like, hey, we need a DPS, can you come help us? And that's a really good feeling. Like, I haven't experienced anything like this before on EverQuest, even back in the day when I was playing all the time, because number one, my character sucked back in the day, so I didn't really have anybody interested in trying to group with me. But there is just so much interest in group content on Mischief, and the loot is so plentiful that everything is just a little bit easier than what it normally would be. And I think that's what a lot of EverQuest players seem to really enjoy, especially myself included. I liked EverQuest for the group content and for the fun. I hated it sitting in LFG waiting for hours for groups, only to get a group that would immediately fall apart because the healer and the enchanter decided that they've been there long enough and they want to go to bed, or they've got something else they've got to do. There is just, like, there's no issue finding replacements for groups. And that's a really good feeling. And it's still really populated, even in the lower levels. Like, even on my druid at level 22, I've had like no issue finding a group. And because the loot is so plentiful, if I don't want a group, I can solo and I can still get pretty good experience. It's the best of both worlds. Like, this whole randomized free trade loot, and there's so much of it, it's been awesome. And I'm sorry for the people out there who think that that ruins the sanctity of EverQuest. You were entirely welcome to that opinion. I mean, I'd recommend going to check out Project 1999. I've got nothing against those guys. They are there for like the truest EverQuest, most basic, non-essential experience. You are literally given a stick at level 1 and you're told good fucking luck. If that's what you love about EverQuest, all the power to you. I would probably really enjoy P99 if I hopped in and I had like a whole group of people to help me, and like a guild of people to like take me from like 1 to 60, and we'd go through all the cool content and I'd get to see the raids and stuff. But even from the people who love P99 have talked about just how absolutely toxic the in-game experience is on that server, so I just don't think I'll ever touch it again. Hello? You gonna let me through? There we go. Anywho's, again, not bashing P99. It is what it is. A lot of people love it. I'm all for it. It's EverQuest, so I also have a soft spot for it. It's just not for me. I'm here for all the conveniences and the fun of these new live servers. I like seeing the fact that Darkpaw is actively going out of their way to give us more content on a game that we love. That's all it comes down to. We have like events on the calendar every single month that we can look forward to. If you don't like that event, you can just do your different thing. You can go to a different server, play on that character for a little bit, and come back and voila, you got plenty of stuff to look forward to. And this is just the most interest I've maintained in EverQuest consistently in a very, very long time. Because I've been playing pretty consistently now for over a year. There was only a small time frame last year where I quit, and it was sadly during the Fabled content, so that was one of my biggest regrets. Alright. Needed a moment to kind of stop and enjoy my coffee, so figured I would get you some EverQuest content without my big dumb voice for a little bit. And now we're back, so let's beat up some of these gods. Let's get our loot. I did end up getting a new cool item that's supposed to end up helping with my damage today. Helps a little bit apparently. It's called Grelis Royal Seal. Imbue your weapons with the dark energy, giving them a chance to strike for additional damage. I have not had a chance to test to see what all improvement it gives, or if it gives much of anything at all, but it gives you an hour-long buff or so, and we're just going to test it out today. We're going to see what additional damage we can end up doing. Let's see here, what did we get? Edge of Eternity. God, I used to love this weapon back in the day. It looks so cool. It looks so cool. And Time's Antithesis. Gloves of the Azine. Damn. Damn. Some really good gloves. Alright, on to Terrace Thule. She seems to be dying very quick. Come on, fingers crossed. Big loot. Fabled Talisman of Tainted Energy. Okay. Okay. Damn, this stuff is really good. This is why I wanted to make sure that I came through and I hit this content again, because this stuff is really, really good. The fabled items that we get from Plane of Time are essentially the best level 75 fabled items you can possibly get. They are incredibly beneficial for level 75 characters. So, wanted to make sure we got those. I want as many of these items as possible. Number one, because they're really good to have for level 75 characters. And there's not much level 75 content, I feel like, that's actually worthwhile doing. So it gets you stuff to get you to level 80. Also, they sell incredibly well. Even the items that aren't the best in slot sell really well just because of how rare they are. Oh, again with the stun. Here we go. Oh, this man's stun is just something absolutely outrageous. Can I start attacking again yet, please? Gotta try to kill this dude as fast as possible. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, again with this. Last weekend going through this was incredibly frustrating. Fabled monsters instantly regenerate to 100% health whenever there's no effects on them, and if, like this guy, since he makes you feign death, and he stuns you for like 15 to 30 seconds at a time, if there's no damage dots or anything going on him and he makes me feign death, he makes me instantly lose aggro, and then he regenerates to 100%. So I have to make sure I'm keeping all of these effects on him. Otherwise, whenever he makes me feign death, he regenerates to 100%. And this is just magically the time that my character stops getting any good backstabs. So he just takes forever to die. Thank God. Last weekend, I cut out most of the content, but it was like a 45-minute fight for me. Because just magically my character wasn't getting any of the big backstabs or anything on him, so he just took forever to die, and it was infuriating. Oh, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice for my Shadow Knight. It was infuriating enough that I was contemplating just quitting out, just /Q. That doesn't happen very often in this game, where I'm just so done with something that I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna quit out. But it's only because of how it lines up whenever he feign deaths you and he stuns you. If there's no dots or anything from my weapons on him, I'll lose aggro, and then he just instantly pops back up to 100%. It is such a dumb mechanic that they added. Of course, it is a 1% of a 1% of a 1% problem. There's no way that they could have seen that as being like an annoying thing. What other level 120 people are going through and killing monsters in the plane of time? I'm sure there's a few of us. I'm 100% sure there's a few of us. I'll take another one of these too. Really, really good rings. Between everything that it gives you on it, that is a fantastic ring. A whole lot of this stuff I don't mind just letting rot, because it's not going to do me too much good right now. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is not as good as Defiant gear, so I'll just let that stuff wrought. We're here for the fabled stuff. That stuff is really, really, really good. Being just repeatedly summoned. Alright, let's start with Kazakh Thule. Man, all of my big backstabs I'm just not seeing anymore on these guys. It's been quite a while. Maybe I just got really lucky and I got spoiled by it there for a while. Because these dudes, I'm just not getting my 6 million or 12 million backstabs. Fabled Mask of Simplicity. Damn. Keep getting all these items that aren't really going to do me any good until I level up some different classes. But that's okay. We will have plenty of fabled items set aside for casters eventually. I love his death animation. It's so over the top. Fabled Belt. Yes. Ah, so good. So good. See, what's nice about this is that will be useful for either any one of my 3 characters. Whether it's my Berserker, my Rogue, or my Shadow Knight. And I know it seems like no big deal to a lot of people, but that's why I've been coming through and hitting this content religiously, because so many of these items are going to be useful for all 3 of my characters that it's so worthwhile coming through here. And this costs me no money. I can come through here and hit this content, and like normally these items that would sell for like half a chrono, like 2 or 3 million platinum, I can get them for free. And I can get like the best of the best level 75 items for my characters. And that's where it's at. Just getting the best of the best items, not having to, you know, use any platinum, not having to spend any money to buy chrono for that platinum. And it's Varianity. I mean, how serious can you really take it in the first place? A lot of people are here just because they know that they want the EXP bonus and they want to have a good time. dude's dying pretty damn fast. Fingers are crossed. Fabled Jagged Time Forge Blade. Please, please, please. Aw, man. That's okay. We already got one last week. No big deal. What did we get? Fabled Bracer of Timeless Rage. Okay, it's definitely not going to do any one of my 3 current characters any good, but that's okay. Hey, nice. He decided to drop his Songblade of the Eternal weapon for bards. That still sells for a decent amount. Okay, you know, I'll take that. That Songblade of the Eternal probably still sells for a few 100,000. Okay, or there's just none for sale. That's okay too. It's just a really rare item. For reference, Songblade of the Eternal, that's probably only one of the 2 times I've seen that drop in the last year. It's really rare. And as you guys can even see from my videos, and I only recorded like half of them, I go through Plane of Time super often. I am here a lot. So it's a very rare, very rare drop. That and the Jagged Time Forge Blade are both very rare weapons. I kind of wish Relosec would drop a Fabled Darkblade of the Warlord as opposed to just the Fabled Blade of War that drops in the Plane of Tactics version, because a Fabled Warrior one-handed weapon would be so cool. Number one, that delay is just so high. So high. Insane. But it would be cool if he dropped a Fabled version of it, just to kind of, oh, Fabled Shield of Strife. Oh shit. I didn't know he could drop that. Wow. Holy shit, that's going to be useful for my Shadow Knight. Furious Bash 7. Damn. Okay. I am very happy with that. And this Great Staff of Power just looks so damn cool. It is so cool. I have to loot it just because it looks so cool. That and the Darkblade of the Warlord, I gotta take it. Just because they look so awesome. Okay, and now we are on to the big boy. Let's see. I don't know why I'm looking at my AAs. Okay, so a lot of our stuff is still on cooldown. We got... we'll be fine. 4 minutes, yeah, we'll be fine. So yeah, I think when I was looking at the numbers, I think the Fabled Quarm has like 15 or 16 million hit points. Really tanky. For reference, he's level 90, and if you want to compare that to other level 90 raid bosses, the Terraform the Awaken and the Secrets of Fade War expansion is level 90. So the reintroduced Terraform is level 90, and so is this guy. So I think he was meant to be comparatively kind of as difficult. He's definitely not, though, because I don't know if you ever saw my video of me actually fighting Terraform the Awaken. He got me down to like 80%. Yeah, he's actually pretty difficult. Fabled Silver Hoop of Speed. God damn, I cannot get enough of these items. Yes. Okay, that's going to help all 3 of my characters. All 3 of those Fabled items that just dropped are going to be super helpful So we got pretty much the best items we could possibly get from the Fabled content this time around. I mean, yeah, we didn't get any cool Fabled weapons, but that's okay. We don't really need any good Fabled weapons. We can, however, we can also hit Plane of Earth B. Yeah, like it looks like pretty much all of those lockouts are done. So yeah, we can go hit, we can hit all that Fabled planar content and get us some more fat loot. Okay, let's skedaddle on out of here. So when I was moving items over to another pack mule today, I had like 35 or 40 different Fabled items to move, and I've done that twice now. This is my third round, and next week I can do it a fourth round. I have gotten so many Fabled items that are gonna like hold me over for alts and characters for the next year that I am just gonna be so set. And if I end up needing to sell anything, hell, I will have plenty to sell. That is gonna be incredibly useful. Alright, what's up folks? This is going to be a fairly quick video here of the Temple of Veeshan. I know that we've all seen it a little bit. We've seen it a few times now. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. I just wanted to make sure I went through here and I got my lockouts in. Get all these kills in so we can do it again one last time next week. Jesus, these things just keep aggroing. Just want to make sure we get our lockouts in, we get this loot in. Because next week is going to be the last time that we get to do it, and I want to make sure that we get it done. Because once this loot is gone, it's not coming back for a year. So these are all the fabled dragons in Temple of Veeshan. Ooh. He took a hell of a... Oh, wow. Okay. He just dropped like an anchor. These items are pretty good. Pretty damn good. I mean, they've got interesting stat distribution on them just because they're all fabled Valius items. And Valius items were known for either having really good stats or really good hit points for the most part. Or really good mana. And, ooh. He just flung me. They were, for the most part, known for either having like really good stats or really good hit points, not both. So a lot of these items have like really weird stat distribution on them. That's okay. That's pretty good. So a lot of these will be kind of novelty items as well, but they're worth having. Some people might pay for them just because they're rare. I might want them just because they might have like really good mana or hit point regeneration, or vice versa. Or they might have really good damage and delay, but really poor stats. Either or. They're going to be good items in the transition from 65 to 75. It's nice to be back to enemies that are dying fairly. Oh, he actually feared me. Would you look at that? It's been a while since I've experienced that. That's funny. Okay, let's see here. What did we get? What did we get? Fabled Shawl of Perception. Okay. And besides, it's a Temple of Veeshan. What's not to love about the Temple of Veeshan? I have gotten my fair share of Temple of Veeshan over the last few months, since like September, when they introduced the Agents of Change to live. I still say that's like the best decision they've made in a decade. So, wow. Tanky. But anyways, it feels really good to be able to hit this content on a regular basis now, thanks to the Agents of Change. Grease, blah blah blah. Boots. Fabled. Oh, what is this? Fabled Silver Disc. Oh. Really interesting stats for sure. At least it'll look cool. One last big dude in this corner. Veshlak. Big old gold dragon. Alright. Fabled Belt of the Destroyer. See, this one's actually pretty good considering. That with the 45% haste on it, it's not bad. I kind of wish that they would let us experience the classic way that Vulak Air used to be. He used to spawn, and if you tried to attack him before killing all the Northwing Dragons, he would just summon all the Northwing Dragons to him. Now, he only spawns after you kill all the Northwing Dragons. I just wish that if we wanted to, we could summon all of them at once. I feel like that'd be a pretty fun fight. Jesus Christ. Call of the Zero. Call of the Zero. I like how they decided to put the Agent of Change all the way back here for some reason. I love it when they do their giant, like, front leg jump. They wave their legs up in the air. Great Spear of Doom. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Kind of a high delay, but that's pretty close to what they always used to do back in the day. Baton of Flame. Really good one-hand blunt. Alright, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Still a hella good twink item. Another really good twink item. Fabled Robe of Darkness. 8 mana and 8 HP regeneration. Still fucking nuts. Look at all these good twink items we got. You know what I haven't seen drop in a very long time? The Marilakar's dagger, or the ranger weapon. I haven't seen either of those drop in a really hot minute. Anyway, we got all the best twink items we can possibly get, all that stuff with no level requirement. I'll take it. Anyways guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one, probably some Mischief content.